So normally when I make a video, I'm wearing, an Eagles hat or something, but I'm taking a little break from work right now. So whatever. But anyway, I was at the game the other night. And on a side note, I've been to games when the Eagles played at Dallas multiple times. I've been in Washington when the Eagles played there. And now, being in Carolina, going to the Carolina game, I got to give Carolina fans credit. Not a whole lot of, you know, heckling and things like that like I would have expected. I expected more of it. Overall, a nice place, even for visiting fans. Uh, a lot of Eagles fans, man. I was proud of that. A lot of Eagles fans showed up. And the Eagles fans, like most cases this year, have been showing more pride and passion than the play on the field. But I'll get into that here in a minute. The only thing I have to complain about, man, is when we were at the game, my wife, she was standing up, letting somebody walk by in our seats, and these guys behind us were probably the most obnoxious Panthers fans that I've come across. But anyway, she was standing up, letting someone walk by, and one of the guys kneed her in the back. I don't think it was intentional, or I don't think it was even really that hard. I didn't know this when this happened, but she got kneed in the back. She didn't say nothing to me at the time, but she was saying that the guy next to the guy that kneed her, he's like, don't apologize. Don't apologize. You don't need to apologize. And I'm like, the guy did apologize for kneeing her in the back, but his little buddy next to him was being a real jerk about it. I'm glad she didn't tell me about that at the time. But other than that, man, like, Panthers fans, I'll give y'all props, man. It was pleasant, even after the game, after the Panthers won. It was still, not a whole lot of trash talking. Of course, you had every now and then you'd have like a drunk person, oh, the Eagles got their wings clipped, yada yada, something, kind of stupid like that, but nothing really to, be pissed off about too much, I guess. But anyway, to the game. Now, I don't know what they said during the broadcast or anything like that, but from my view, which was from the upper deck, from my view, Bradford, he left a lot of open receivers downfield. And almost every time there was an open receiver downfield, he always chose to, throw that little short dink and dunk, pass, man, where it's like 3 or 4 yards down the field, and it goes nowhere, man. He's playing scared, and I know people say, well, this is probably one of his best games of the season. Probably so. But it doesn't make me feel any better at all. He plays scared, and it shows. That's the thing. He threw an interception, and on the video board, they were showing a replay of it. And then they zoomed in on a tight shot of his face. And he just looked like he was so surprised. Like his dumbfounded face. I'm just tired of Bradford. I'm not convinced. I mean, he's had 7 weeks right now. He's had 7 weeks to prove himself. And I know during the game there was a lot of drop passes and, things like that. But aside from those drop passes, which aren't necessarily his fault, aside from those drop passes, though, he can do a lot better. I wish he would go downfield. And downfield for Bradford is probably 10 yards. honestly. You know, I'm just sick and tired of him. I mean, let's be honest. I am sick and tired of Sam Bradford. At this point, put in Mark Sanchez. At least he knows the offense a little bit better. He's not afraid to go downfield a little bit more. That's for sure. I mean, can we get any worse? No. Is Sanchez like the guy? Is he the answer? Absolutely not. But at least if we put Sanchez in there, I feel like we have a little bit of a better shot, because you really can't get any worse than Bradford. So now that I have that out of the way, Bradford needs to go. Chip Kelly. Some of the play calling, man, like, it's ridiculous. You know, we're in the situations at times where we're like 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8, you know, all these third down situations, and he wants to throw these little, you know, these pass, you know, and I think it's a combination of Bradford and Chip Kelly's play calling in these situations, because Bradford's afraid to go downfield, and Chip Kelly calls these plays where, you know, you send the running back out into the flat, you throw the ball to him right at the line of scrimmage or right behind the line of scrimmage, and you got 9 yards to go downfield. Really? You have the defense swarming around him, the ball carrier. You ain't going nowhere. Like, what kind of... And that happened more than once. And another thing, too, he pretty much runs the same exact running plays. Okay, so you're in shotgun formation. You have Ryan Matthews, Darren Sproles, whoever. Okay. You're in shotgun. You have the running back a lot of times to the left side of Bradford. And what do? You hand it off to him, hand the ball off to him, and you go up the middle for no gain. Ryan Matthews broke that one, thankfully. But it's like every single time he runs that play, 9 times out of 10 it goes nowhere. Nothing happens. And he does it multiple times a game. Like, you know, just little things like that. And like every single play to me looks familiar. Looks the same. It almost looks like he has about 4 or 5 plays in the playbook almost. I mean, they all look the same, man. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Somebody please tell me otherwise. I hope it's not just me, but that's what it looks like to me. And then those drop passes, I really wish that, you know, that would be addressed, because it's completely unacceptable. Aguilar, I hope he comes back after the bye. He steps his game up. Man, and I'll tell you what, these receivers, 9 drop passes. 9 drop passes. Jordan Matthews, man, I don't know if it's his hand that people are saying, like these reports that are coming out that his hand is injured or something. Whatever the case, man, if that's the case, if his hand's not hurting, obviously he's dropping passes. Obviously he's not helping the team. Sit him out. Let him heal that hand, man. And I know it's kind of hard in a tough position with Aguilar out, and you don't really have many more options, but do something, man. Do something, because what you're doing now is not working. You know, like, I don't get it, man. I'm really coming close to giving up on Chip Kelly. I really am. I mean, those before Sunday, the Saints win and then the Giants win, that was nice. It was a good feel of what this team should be for the most part. And then, you know what? It seems like Sunday night, this team just came back to their reality. So, you know, I'm coming close to just giving up on Chip Kelly. I'm just tired. Like, he's just so one-dimensional. Like, I don't know what to say. I'll tell you what, this bye week, they need to get it together. And that's one thing I was kind of thinking about, too. Man, I never thought I would Man, I never thought I would miss Andy Reid, because with Andy Reid, you knew what to expect. You knew after the bye week, you were coming back and you were going to win. That's just what happened. I don't know, man. The way that it's going right now, I'm not too happy about it. Like most Eagles fans aren't. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So this guy. So anyway, yeah, man. Dallas is who we play next after the bye week. We need to win that game for more than one reason. One, to keep us in contention. Two, to improve on our divisional record, which right now is 1-2. Not good if you want to, win the division. You need to win those divisional games. So we need to be put in better position. We need to win, and the way we're making the playoffs, it's going to be by winning the division. It has to be, because the division is garbage, and that would be our best shot at this point. So therefore, you need to win these division games. And losing to Washington, it's just like we did a couple weeks ago earlier this year. Yeah. Anyway, man, I feel like there's so much more I can say right now, but I don't want this video to go on forever and ever. Probably going on too long as it is. So anyway, let's at least get healthy during the bye week. As always, man, go Birds.